I wanted to tell this story and put it on YouTube of my first experience with Jesus's peace be still. And you know, he offered peace in the storm, and he offered a peace in my life that at the time I was in what they call as a psychotic episode brought on by divorce and traumatic events in my life. So um, I was in a manic type episode where I was overwhelmed with biblical thoughts, overwhelmed with knowledge about counterintelligence and about secret FBI knowledge, and all this different stuff was being enlightened into me against my will, and I all of a sudden had all this knowledge coming to me, and so I was kind of overwhelmed, and I ended up in a psychotic episode with all the information. But when I took this information to a night supervisor that we had, that he had been drinking because he had a room there that um, that that was, you know, it was like he was at home and not necessarily at work. He didn't have to do much, and so he had been drinking, you know, a strong, like vodka, strong drink. And I went to him, and I was in this manic episode, and I was spilling out everything. I was like, the CIA has doing counterintelligence every day on the news about me, and it's affected. It's because of me, and these that they're doing these things, and the FBI is watching me, and I had a helicopter follow me 7 miles, and I was like, don't you see all this stuff? I'm overwhelmed about the Bible and everything. And so he stopped me and said, do you have Jesus? And I, I, I said, yeah, but what about the CIA and the FBI and everything? And he said, hey, do you have Jesus? And that second time, a peace came over me so calm that I was able to just walk away. I shook his hand and I walked away in total peace and calm. And I went to him with 30 days of just manic episode. I would go to people and I would just start spilling out all this stuff like, don't you see this happened because of the counterintelligence, and don't you see the FBI's watching me because of these agents, and this stuff's going on, and I'm a preacher's son, and it's got to be, and whatever. And he just stopped it all with, do you have Jesus? And it allowed this peace to come in that things aren't always happening for evil, and it subsided all of these the things that give you paranoia and anxiety. It subsides that comfort in Jesus subsides that, because of the uncertainty is why you have paranoia and anxiety. And so it's the uncertainty that Jesus can put peace to that, and he even calmed a storm that way with the sailors knew nothing. There's nothing to do. The storm is out of control. So there is like an anxiety and a panic at that particular time. You know, you're uncertain about whether or not you're going to make it through the storm. But when Jesus said, "Peace be still," even if that storm had gone on, there would be peace in those people's lives. Just knowing that, you know, it's like it's a certain peace that comes over you, and it healed me of anxiety and paranoia. I had to go to Lakeside to get on medication to sleep and to stop the psychotic episode that I was in, and to get balanced. But it was able to bring there's a certain peace that comes, that eases uncertainty and certain anxieties that you can feel from that way. So I hope this video helps someone, and I hope that you can understand what I'm talking about, and understand with the way that Jesus power of His healing and His name does.